Okay, back on this thing again. Sorry about the delays, but it's summertime around here and we've got vacations, grandchildren,
Mowing.
stomach flu, chickens, God knows what else is around here. And we've been getting lots of rain, so there's tons of grass to mow this year. But anyway, getting back, we're going to see if we can't get this arm stuck on this fella here. So let me take that off, just set him aside. So, what I've done in the meantime, I've enlarged my hole here before I start detailing this hand. Now's the time to do that. This is a 1/8 inch dowel. It goes through here real nice. I'm going to be using a larger dowel for the tool that we're going to put into his hand here. Probably be a pickaxe, I imagine. But you want to get those holes big enough before you go doing the outside detail on the hand, because the closer you get to the final details, the weaker the piece becomes. So just remember that. Get all your heavy work done before you get down to the lighter stuff, okay? So anyway, now we're going to sketch in his fingers here. About 4 of them. You can see we've got a lot of excess out here. That's fine, we're not worried about that. Again, we got that nice curvature of the hand there. That's something we want. Okay. And then just take your knife and right here in front of this line, knuckle line, just put your little stab mark right there like that. Go right down the line there. Put one there, but we're not really worried about that one so much. And then we'll just come back here and at each side from that stab line, just take out a little wedge of wood. Make them a little larger. And you notice I'm correcting my lines as I'm going down, because that first finger is going to determine what your others will look like. So we're moving down the hands a little as we carve these in here. And that excess piece of wood out there on the end is getting smaller as we go. Okay, so now we can come back in here and we want that to end about right there. Take that off. And be careful right here. Make sure you plan that just right. Now as a hand grips something, see a little bump right here? Right there. Everything gathers up there. That's a little large, but looks good. Take off those pencil lines. And then come back and smooth those little chips you took out of there, kind of round them off. Starting to look like a hand, isn't it? We can put the creases in the fingers here. thumb. And there's a telephone. So we'll pause this for just a second. Okay, so we're about finished with the detail here, except for the bottom of the hand. Now just like these curve up here, the bottom of your hand, if you look at it, this one's shorter than that one, which is longer than that one, which is longer still than that one there. So what we want to do here is we just want to add sort of a gentle curve on these two to indicate that. It's about like that right there. That should just about finish our fingers. Okay, so now we can separate the thumb from the hand, or from the fingers. That's good enough. Those are pretty thick there, but I still have some material to take out inside here when we make that tool fit. So I'm just going to hold off on that, and we'll get that straightened out when we put the tool in the hand. Okay, well, one last thing. Now, on tendons on the back of your hand, you got one there, and one there, and sort of one right in here. So what I like to do, just with a gouge, just start right behind the knuckle. The center one, first one goes up, right up to the center, like that. Second one kind of slants in just a little bit, towards the center, like that. And this one over here does the same. Slants in towards the center. Just like that. So there we're just looking for those little ridges. And right back here, right on the thumb, I like to take one out right there. See there? Now we got
Stop moving yourselves.
got a pretty nice looking little hand, and it'll get better as we go along. Okay, now to fix the hand to the body, we already matched up the holes. We've got to figure out how we want that arm, the position of the arm to go on there. So what I'm going to do is I want that tool to be level as possible. Actually, being as it's a pickaxe, it's going to be real heavy in front, so it'll actually be hanging down just a bit. So that's just about where we want the hand, right there. So I'm going to take my pencil, make me a mark here and here. So we always have a register mark here on top of where we want those things to go. I'm going to take my pencil and draw me a line right there, right there. And I can get rid of this waste material here before we glue that arm on. Again, it's easier to get rid of it now than it would be once we get the arm on there. And you start to see why I leave so much material up here on the shoulder area. Because I want to have that play with. Okay, so now we know how things are working there. We can go ahead and cut off our saw marks. And we can actually do a little detail work here now before we glue this on, which will make it a little simpler to add now than later when the arm is affixed to the body. are just wrinkles. Not much, but it helps to have them there. Line up our register mark. There we go. Things are looking good. Now when I drilled my dowel, see how it kind of goes up? Well, when I put this on here, see the arm doesn't sit on there straight. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my catalogs and scoop this out. That's where I'm going to get a nice fit. There, see there, that helped it a lot. See, when I squeeze down on that, line up the register marks, what you're seeing there is the pencil line. That line right there. And there's a little divot right there which also shows, but I'm not worried about that. Anyway, we're going to get a real good join when we put this thing together, so that's what we're going to do right now. So I'm going to head over to the workbench. So we got our two parts. I take my glue. This is just wood glue. A good dollop on there. And just spread it around. Then my pencil line. Wipe the excess off on my workbench and put my arm on there. And what I'd like to do is when I put the arm on, I always start down here at the bottom. See how I got it close to the bottom? And then squeeze upwards. And by doing it that way, it keeps most of the excess glue out of that tight joint down there at the bottom, which is hard to get to. So then I'm going to line up my thing, give it a good squeeze, and I'm going to take this over to my thing and get me a wet brush real quick. Alright, I got me a wet brush here. I'm just going to brush out that glue that's squeezed out, get rid of it. Because that'll sure dull your knife when you try to carve it. Still be a little squeezing out, but won't be much. Okay, for clamps, the best thing you can use for a clamp is just an old piece of inner tube strip. Just kind of stretch it out and just start wrapping. Make sure you get it wrapped in all directions so it's held there. I always stick my finger in that last wrap to give me some room to hook around that, right there like that. Make sure your register mark is matched up. It is. So we're good to go there. So now we just need to wait until tomorrow morning, and that'll be all dry, and we can go ahead and finish that side of the body. So until then, I'll talk to you later.